What's up, everyone? So I've got Chris here. We're back at it again. Today we're going to do Fubo. I thought, this would be a great opportunity. I haven't been on YouTube in probably about 5 days. There is a good reason for that, but I'm not going to share it with you right now. Anyhow, Chris is here, so I thought, what a wonderful opportunity for us to talk about Fubo.
Chris was kidnapped. Chris was kidnapped. I actually showed up during the week to pick some items up, and he said, you know what? Why don't you do a Fubo video with me? I said, you know what? It's no problem, Pat. I love the Ticker family. I share a lot of subscribers with the Ticker family. So I cover these guys, so why not? I am not prepared. Everything I will tell you is just from research memory and the fact that I cover these guys. And I also just dropped a video, so it's kind of fresh on my brain. So I am ready for anything he throws at me. Fingers crossed.
Oh, if you don't know, and you can check out the description, and you'll find a link to Chris's channel in there below. It's Spot On Analysis, I believe. And you'll find that this guy covers Fubo. He covers Neo. He's covered MVIS. Are you still?
I still cover him.
Okay.
Anything happens with any of those guys, I cover them. Just not been a lot of news lately, Pat, man. Things been down. Yeah. You wanted me to speak on that, I believe, but I won't rush. You know how I like to get out ahead of you. So we're in your house. What do you got for me today?
Well, so I wanted to talk about Fubo because a lot of it has been coming out. I used to cover Fubo diligently. I've kind of been taking a break because I started covering AMC and the entire ape movement. I am an ape, as everyone on my channel is aware. But, I thought it was time to talk about Fubo because a lot of interesting stuff has come out. Also, I want to tell you where I stand on Fubo, in the short term and in the long term, and I kind of want to get your opinion on this, Chris. I want to get your price target out there to my channel so they know what's going on and kind of what to expect. But today I saw that Allison Sternberg was appointed Senior VP of Investor Relations. Now, I haven't done much research into who she is and what she's done in the past. I did see that she's worked with Smile Direct Club and a few other companies. I don't know if it's worth even making a video on that later. I don't think it's going to affect the bottom line.
No, it's usually C-level management moves, SEC filing, stuff like that I cover. But investor relations, they need a soft voice,
right,
a calming voice. That's more psychological than, fundamental or technical.
Right. And basically, she's just kind of like a liaison between the company and Wall Street. Is that
right? It's a go-between. They, was a lot of retail investors. So, and, David Gandler, can get a little deep sometimes. So she, is a go-between, handles all the investor questions, and upcoming events.
Okay, cool. And some more probably important news that I really wanted to get into, and I should have put this out the other day, right when it happened, but I'm not too late. Basically, we see that Fubo secured an agreement with the Cordish Companies. Who the Cordish Companies are, they're the owner and operator of Live Casino and Hotel Philadelphia, also Casino Pittsburgh, which is one of the largest sports betting and iGaming makers in the U.S. They offer statewide mobile access for both sports betting and iGaming. And Fubo entering into this market also means that they can offer mobile casino and iGaming. This agreement, which I guess is going to be taking place in Pennsylvania, expands Fubo Sportsbook to 3 other states. And those would be New Jersey, Indiana, and Iowa. So that is kind of a big deal. Now, I do believe that there's it's pending some regulatory approval. Do you know much about that, Chris, or have you looked into
I
that?
have a map. The video I just dropped. I'm taking some time off from the channel. I'm doing a lot of research. This is nothing new for my subscribers. I oftentimes disappear for a week, but I leave them Saturday. I was able to drop 2 videos and
nice.
just touch base with my Neo crowd and the Fubo crowd. And I just wanted to let them know, everything was okay. We have a lot of issues going on in the economy right now that a lot of newer investors wouldn't understand. I just think it's important that when you have a fundamental channel, not one of these guys who's just kind of jump all over the place. But when you cover somebody, it's nice to come out and be a calming voice and let people know, hold tight. And when I say hold tight, I mean, don't get discouraged. Don't let someone on my level come in and get your position.
Right.
Because if you sell these shares at $25, that's when the real investors come in.
Yeah.
They are investing, because if you buy it at a certain level and you don't know the true intrinsic value of it, you're not investing, you're speculating.
Right.
So I encouraged them in this video I just dropped Saturday, and backed it up with some data. Was like, give these guys a shot. You bought FuboTV as a growth company. You bought them as a growth company that was not profitable. You bought them at a time, where there was a lot of volatility, a lot of uncertainty. Give them a chance to do what you bought them to do.
To basically mature.
Yes. I mean, you bought a growth company. If you wanted a mature company that had a track record, you could have gone that route. It's 50,000 options out there. You bought this growth company with hopes and envisions and to grow and prosper. And what I want to, tell these people is, a lot of what goes into football today is about the sports betting. Allow them a chance to bring that to task. Allow them that. Wait till football season. If you get to the end of this year and you're still not happy with them, then I agree you should leave. But if you buy a caterpillar to be a pet butterfly, at least wait till it turns into a butterfly and say, okay, I don't like the wing color. I don't like the wing size. I don't like the wing shape. But at least get to that point and let them become what you bought. I think it's very premature. I think a lot of people are jumping out. A lot of people are going to be frustrated because real investors are going to come in. It's a lot of macroeconomic issues going on in the economy. I don't think a lot of people understand. And they talk about us bad. They call us the Dukes of Hazzard investing and this and they, can they see this? Okay, I don't hide from it. Hey, and you can call it whatever you want to call it, but at the end of the day, you need to call it cash money. If you're gonna buy a growth company, at least let them grow. They are who you thought they were. So if he's come out, he's been very transparent. He says we still, I cover MVIS as well. And I can't tell you how much frustration it is to have a CEO that says nothing, basically goes into hiding. This guy's out front defending this company. It's very personal. He is very tied to it. He's on every call, encouraging voice, and doing exactly what he said he's going to do. So he's going to come out in August with this quarterly report. It's going to be very positive, and people are going to wish they never left. So what do you have to lose? Maybe you got a high average. That's fine. That's okay. We have pandemic fears coming back. We have inflation fears coming back. I try to preach on my channel about go into detail on how this affects stocks so they don't be shaken, and that's my main goal.
But essentially what it sounds like you're saying, Chris, is that they need this company to mature. Let it mature. If they've bought in, don't panic, don't sell just because the stock is going down, because you're actually making a mistake. Unless you're doing it for tax purposes, and if you know what you're doing there, then that's a whole other story. But don't sell it just because it's going down. That's not the right time to sell a stock, any stock, not just Fubo. Now, as I promised you towards the beginning of this video, I'm going to tell you where I stand on Fubo. I am extremely bullish on Fubo in the long term. I think this is excellent news that we've just received, and I think that they're taking all of the steps that they promised us that they would take. They're going in the right direction. Everything's going great. But I think in the short term, because of all the turmoil that we're seeing in the markets right now, which have nothing to do with Fubo, I think we may see some lower share prices. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't be buying Fubo at this time. In my opinion, what that means is that you should just kind of keep scaling in over time and buying on a consistent basis if Fubo is an investment that you're interested in, a company that you're interested in investing in. So that's my advice, but remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just kind of what I'm doing personally. If you guys want to know more about Fubo and see how it's, the analysis, how it's broken down, Chris does fundamentals on his channel. He does an excellent job at it, except for that one time. I'm just kidding. He does an excellent job if you want price targets, for the future and all that based on his model. I'm sure that he would love to have you on his channel. So check it out in the description below. Spot on analysis. You know, Chris is going to take wonderful care of you. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys watching this video.
You can't end yet. I missed the sentence.
All right, go ahead.
Before he ends, I just want to remind people and you and the Ticker family, everything you bought this, if you've been in Fubo, everything you've paid for. You've paid for the Olympics. You've paid for the World Cup qualifying. You've paid for the sports betting. They've taken all of your money you've invested and they have invested it. Give them a chance to bring it to bear. Because they spent it, they said what they're going to do. Let them execute. And before you leave, they're at $25. I mean, what do you have to lose? They promised that they will invest it and grow. They've spent the money. Wait on them to see what they're going to do. Now's not the time to leave. They've bought the Olympics. They've bought the World Cup. And they've bought the sports betting. I say let it ride, Pat.
I do too. I mean, that's where I stand on them. Obviously, you know where
unlike some companies that I know that take your money and you don't know what they spend it on. All you know is they need more in 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, a lot of those.
And we won't say anybody's names.
Right. We will not. But some of you guys already know who we're talking about. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I wanted to quickly tell you about the brand new First Trade app, available for mobile or PC. The platform will give you access to powerful and easy to use tools and allows you to trade with less restrictions, 0 commissions, 0 fees, and you can use the first link in the description below to download a free stock today without having to deposit any money. This will greatly help out the channel and is always appreciated. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Congrats, ladies and gentlemen. You've made it to the end of the video. If you like what you watched, make sure you subscribe because I put out videos just like this one every single day. And please do me a favor and smash that like button if I helped you in any way, because it really goes a long way in helping the channel out and keeps me motivated to make videos every single day. Now, there's a lot of work involved, a lot of research, and a lot of time and effort into editing and putting these out daily for you guys. You can subscribe from your screen right now. Or if you want to watch one of my other videos, I'm sure YouTube has some good content picked out for you on the left-hand side of your screen now. Thanks for sticking it out with me till the end, and I will see you guys in the next video.